you have been saying this about, you've said it earlier just now in the session, saying, you design things which are timeless, which are actually totally against fashion, right? Fashion is about change. You also say, though you're one of the most celebrated names in fashion, you say, I don't design, right? Can you explain some of these quite contradictory statements?
Okay. Yes, I don't change fashion. Like earlier, we used to have 2 fashion seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter. Now we have resort, we have pre-fall, pre-spring, then there will be more seasons coming in. Then what will happen is earlier we used to tell people that whatever you buy today will go out in 6 months. Let me tell you something about the business of fashion. The business of fashion has only one mandate. You make your money by feeding on customers' insecurities. You keep the customer more insecure, imagining that the customer will come to you. But very few of you actually realize that sometimes the customer gets wiser and the customer says, this is a military school boot camp that I do not want to be a part of. So, okay, fine, I'm going to show my middle finger and I'm going to move out and I'm going to decide for myself what I want to buy. Now, because of which, we all know something, Kalli, that you might look great in a Sabyasachi sari, but you look much, much, much better in a simple Upada or a simple Kanjivaram.
No, I'm not buying that.
I think so. And I think what we do is, we tried, in the entire fashion business, what we tell people is if you spend an X amount of money, only then you have the access to to look good. So there are no cheap solutions in fashion. At least I don't think any brand really propagates that. So for me, my main issue with fashion was that A, you're making beautiful clothes. Secondly, B, you're making expensive clothes. People are spending a lot of their hard-earned money and buying those clothes. Earlier, you used to date those clothes in 6 months. Now you date those clothes in 3 months. What kind of bullshit are you talking about? And I think, who actually imagines that the customer is so stupid that they will fall for this con? So what we do is simple, timeless, traditional clothing that people can buy again and again and again. You see, when women buy jewelry, the first question that they ask is, what is the resale value of jewelry? I want to ask women, how many of you have ever sold your jewelry? You don't. So similarly, when you buy clothes, you ask, how many times can I wear it? And I know the people who buy my clothes, probably many of them don't even repeat their clothes more than once. But they buy it with that guiltless pleasure of knowing that, when their daughters grow up, they can pass it on. I think everybody wants to invest in things which are more timeless. Like it's almost like difference between a marriage and a one-night stand. We don't offer one-night stands, only marriages.
Yeah, I don't think people are wearing your clothes to one-night stands.
I don't think so too.
No, because, clothing these days has become more about bearing the body than covering the body. And maybe those are the kind of clothes you wear to a one-night stand. What would you say? Your sensibility is so much about, maybe not showing that much skin, which is at odds with what is happening internationally.
See, I'll give you a very simple thing. If you leave nothing to the imagination, it's pornographic. If you leave something to the imagination, it's erotic. And if you actually hide a lot, it's sensuous. And sensuality among these 3 things is probably something that's the slowest burner. And it's like slow-cooked food. It stays with you for a longer time. So I think that we believe in creating a brand that celebrates sensuality and not pornography.